Imagine being told that everything modern Europe prides itself on, education, law, finance, and even hygiene, was actually influenced by Islamic Sharia. Sounds surprising, right? But history doesn't lie. Today I'm going to take you through a journey where we uncover how deeply Islamic civilization shaped the very foundations of Europe. Let's begin. Under Islamic Sharia, seeking knowledge isn't just recommended, it's a religious obligation. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, seeking knowledge is an obligation upon every Muslim. Because of this comment, Muslims created some of the first true universities in human history. Al-Qarawiyyin in Morocco, founded by a Muslim woman, Fatima al-Fihri, is the oldest existing university. It has structured lessons, multiple faculties, and a formal certification system called the Ijaza, which served as a model for Europe's first universities in Bologna, Paris, and Oxford. Even the traditions of academic dresses, the gown and the cap, trace back to Islamic traditions. In Islamic Sharia, cleanliness is half of faith. Daily ablution, wudu, ritual baths, ghusl, and overall hygiene were made religious duties. While medieval Europe was suffering plagues largely due to poor sanitation, the Muslim world had established advanced sewer systems, public baths, and clean drinking water in cities like Cordoba and Baghdad. Crusaders returning from the Middle East brought back not only stories of war but lessons in cleanliness, slowly reshaping Europe's attitudes toward public health. Islamic Sharia introduced structured legal processes, detailed contracts, and protection for property and personal rights long before these ideas were common in Europe. Muslim jurists developed rules for business contracts, trust, known as waqf, and inheritance, with complex documentation and witness systems. European scholars who encountered Islamic legal systems during the Crusades and in Andalusia were influenced, leading to key developments in Europe's commercial and civil law. The concept of financial instruments like cheques, credit, and safe banking spread from the Muslim world into Europe. Muslim merchants used a system called sakk, a written document that allowed one to withdraw money from distant lands without carrying gold or silver. This system deeply influenced European banking structures, paving the way for modern finance. Muslim scholars like Ibn al-Haytham laid the foundation of a scientific method, rather than relying purely on philosophical reasoning like in the Greeks. They emphasized experimentation, observation, and recording results. This approach to science, systematic, evidence-based inquiry, directly influenced European scholars during the Renaissance, who built their discoveries on these Islamic methodologies. Finally, in Al-Andalus, the Muslim Spain, Christians, Jews, and Muslims lived side by side for centuries. Islamic governance allowed them to practice their religions, manage their affairs, and even hold positions of influence. This model of coexistence left an imprint in European thinkers, eventually inspiring concept of religious tolerance that would later appear during the Enlightenment. So next time someone tells you that Islamic Sharia and European civilization are worlds apart, remember, Europe will not be what is it today without the deep and profound influence of Islamic teachings. History connects us more than it divides us. We just have to be willing to look. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if you want more videos like this. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.